This is going to be a busy week. So I have some leftover mud from doing client work with Clint. I used some of that leftover mud to do my in-laws basement, see the last vlog, and I have leftover mud still from there that I'm going to use to tape this. I just need to clear everything out of here so that it's, you know, easier to do everything. Progress is happening. Oh, shit. Fantastic when that happens. Okay. Ta-da! It's almost like I did that on purpose. Except for I didn't do that on purpose, but I just saw it as a perfect opportunity for a creative transition and I ruined it by explaining it. But I have to explain something anyways. I have a little bit of mud left in here and I am going to continue mudding this until I'm out of mud and then that's it. Since this is going to be all temporary in theory, temporary could be a long time, but dreams in the mind being spoken out through the mouth. I thought I could make that a little more philosophical. I don't even know if that's the right word, philosophical. But I'm not good. I'm not a poet. Anyways, I feel like if you speak the things that you think about, they're more bound to happen. So, temporary. Since it's temporary, I'm not going to be mudding this to perfection because there's no need. It's going to get torn down. But I did want to tape it a little bit just so it looks a little bit better. And when I put art on the walls and stuff in my painting studio here, it looks cool. I am going to paint it and have this wall painted. But I do have to wait for it all to dry. So I think I'm going to spend the rest of the day cleaning up the outside of the shop, which I spent all of last vlog kind of doing. That's kind of boring, so let's see what we're doing tomorrow. All right. So remember that gallery that was closing that had this piece of drywall that I really wanted, that I drew on when I had a show a few years ago at this gallery? Remember how I said that they were closing? Well, they got a new owner and they asked me to come back. So that's awesome. She picked a few paintings to leave here, and then she wants these at a different location. But I don't have time to do that today because I'm about to go meet Alex. So we'll see what we get up to there. I know that we're picking, but I don't know what it is. He just said, meet me at 2 p.m. sharp at this address. And then I said, okay, see you then. Okay. I think it's just down this alley here. Something like this. Alex said, look for the motorhome. That is a motorhome. Ah, and there's Alex. So Alex, what are we doing today?
Well, we're going to clean out the corner of the garage as best as possible. There's probably a good 10 feet that's full of stuff. Full of stuff, and literally have no idea what it is. So that we're going to dig, explore, and hopefully get some garbage off to the dump today.
Let's do it.
Okay. I know what that is. That's a medical model.
What? What is it? Let's see.
It's a doctor's medical model.
Oh, dude! I need the heart.
Look, a spine.
Oh, that's cool.
That's where it went. I thought Melissa had it.
And this one.
Oh, there's a whole bunch. There's like a scapula. Oh, I need this too because I broke my scapula and I have a heart condition.
We're gonna have to like
There's some good stuff in there. Oh, and there's a knee. And the other day, like when I was running, I also damaged my knee. I need those 3 models. Now I just need to injure my spine to have my lower spine. Actually, when I was a kid, I was sledding and I crushed my tailbone. These are all my injuries in a box. This is meant to be. I don't have a hip injury.
Those are all your injuries in a box?
Yeah, well, I don't have any.
Are you missing the lower part of your spine?
No, but he doesn't have a heart.
Oh.
This one looks a little bit like a kid's toy, but
No, it's not a really old medical model, but those are from the 70s or 80s.
yeah, no, it's cool. It's me.
Yeah, you got your phone going too. Hey, welcome. I'm just going through some of my stuff here.
Yeah, I was just gonna show what I got as well. Let's see what you got.
Okay, well, so far I've got some toys. I bought the car that this trailer went to last time, and I actually kept it for myself, so I'm kind of excited about that. Little electrified bus. Oh, yeah, I was worried I wasn't going to get any actual train engines, but there's a car at least anyway, a Pullman car. So you got some stuff too?
Yeah, I didn't get what I was hoping to get, but
You got some stuff? Okay, let's go see what you got.
they kind of took away all the good stuff, unfortunately. They needed to keep it for whatever reason.
Well, sometimes family has to have a second.
Yeah.
But they're gonna call you if they can let it loose, right?
Yeah, they said they would. Oh yeah, they gave me the marble.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but that's like most of the things that I take.
Yeah.
These I might put on my chicken coop or something like that.
Yeah, nice shelf brackets.
I don't know exactly. This little thing here.
Yeah, Tico electrical cabinet, I think. There's
Yeah.
probably like electrical bits or screws in it.
There's like bits of hardware and stuff in there.
Oh, you got the cream can?
The cream can, I mean, this is just going to be for decor, I guess. Maybe around my chicken coop or something like that. I don't know. Or maybe on my new shed. Oh yeah, and then they had this they wanted to toss out. That'll just become art as well. That's just art supplies.
Cool.
Some of the stuff I'll use practically.
I look at it and I'm like, yeah, that's just a good socket set.
Yeah, it is, but I have a bunch. And then this stick, I don't know. I might use that on my fence I want to put around my garden at some point. Another socket set.
Yeah.
An extension cord that may or may not be good. Of course, these broom handles, and then the twine that you found. There was actually 2 bales of it.
Oh yeah, that's handy stuff.
So yeah, and then this chair, the classic chair.
Yeah, you got your classic lawn chair. You can sit there and watch your neighbors.
Yeah, exactly. So thanks, even though it was all in all kind of a bust.
Well, you made a little bit of money, and you got some stuff. I spent a lot of money.
Yeah, they did give me $100 to go dump all their stuff.
That was 3 hours of work, though. That wasn't.
Yeah,
really...
it wasn't worth it at all, if I'm honest. But
maybe I'll call you and give you all the other tools that you wanted.
Yeah, that would have made it worth it. If they didn't, like, because they kind of had that pile there that you told me about. We get there, and I'm like, oh, this got some good stuff. And then they immediately started taking all the good stuff off. Like, no, we're going to keep all this. And I was like, ah. But I did get some stuff, and I will make use of it. So thanks for inviting me out. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
The next one, let's make more, let's get more cool stuff on the next one.
We will.
All right. While it's still light out, I am going to head home, because there's a couple things that I would like to get done yet. And let's see if we do. That truck right there is the reason why I went to LA to get mine. They all look like that. And if they don't, they're $25,000. I'm so glad I went there, even with all the hassle. Totally worth it. So unfortunately, not all picks work out. Originally, the deal was that I would be able to keep anything I wanted in this pile, but the owner decided to hang on to a bunch of stuff, which is pretty unfortunate. Now, the other lady who was helping her out was very apologetic, and she actually thought I was going to be able to take everything. And so I was kind of confused for a while there on what I could and could not take. And I ended up getting some stuff, but not everything that I wanted. Like, I did get that milk can right there, but I didn't get a ladder that was on the pile, similar to this one. And I needed it because my friend wants a blanket ladder, and I think they're much nicer when they're made out of real ladders rather than out of SPF lumber. So unfortunately, since I said I was going to get her a blanket ladder and I didn't get one, I will have to sacrifice this one, but it's not a big deal because I didn't have any real plans for it anyways. I think that unfortunately the owner just didn't realize what was in the pile and spoke too soon. I do appreciate the efforts of Alex and the other lady there trying to get me the best deal possible. I was actually there for quite a, 3 hours. And I ended up just being garbage man for a day, but I don't think I'm going to be able to fit all of that into this vlog, so I'm going to make a separate video, and I'll put a link in the description in case you want to watch that. You'll be able to see everything that I got, and some of the stuff that Alex was able to get as well. Man, this sucks. So one thing that was kind of funny, those Dr. Anatomical things that were in that box that I called a box of my injuries. The one injury that I don't have yet is the hip injury. The one where I mentioned that I crushed my tailbone. Actually, when I was a kid, I was sledding and I crushed my tailbone. It just so happens that my brother-in-law is getting married this weekend, and his fiance's dad, back years ago, that his property, he used to let the kids sled down his hill, and that's where his hill is where I crushed my tailbone. I just hope it's not a box of prophecies, because I don't want to break my hip. Hey, how's it going? All right, see you, man. Thanks. All right, so I have this big pile of scrap here. Well, it's not that big, but a pile of scrap there, and another scrap pile over there. And the guy who just visited, he's my scrap guy. All the stuff that I can't use for art, or is too difficult to process or whatever, I keep aside for him. He is going to come pick that up soon, and he happens to also be the guy. You might notice that it's dark out here now. We had a long conversation, but he is going to do my driveway. So my driveway has grass on it, and it also has a lot of dirt on it, and it's higher than my parking or my garage pad. So to fix this, it needs to be graded, and I don't know how I'm lucking out with great neighbors. He happens to be a neighbor, friends with Brian. A lot of you will remember him. He also did the Going North series here on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description just in case you want to watch that. It is very interesting. It's about him going to the Into the Wild bus that was up in Alaska. Anyways, I have great neighbors, and he is going to come do my driveway. Labor barter system. Labor bar? I don't know what that is, but we're going to trade labor for labor. I have to pay for all the gravel, of course. That would be ridiculous for me to be like, what about the gravel? Aren't you going to buy that as well? But we are going to trade labor for labor, and as well as I'm going to try to keep supplying him with scrap. And I couldn't be happier, because I need that to be graded so that this doesn't fill up with water, so that I'm able to use it in the winter here. That would suck if I couldn't. Anyways, I've processed this ladder into a blanket ladder. Just needs a quick clean, and I can bring it to Jen's house. That's perfect. Okay, where are these blankets at? You like it?
Yeah, I do.
Good. That actually looks really good.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I like it a lot.
She loved it. And she also gave me some stuff that she baked. Some sort of, I don't know exactly what it is. She said it's like a pumpkin cake, cheesecake thing. So I'll have that, and I'll see you tomorrow. I gotta take a shower. So I used some of Ashley's conditioner, and it is very fluffy. Hank! I tried to step over Hank, but then he just popped up and he tripped me. Oh, buddy, don't lick my face. Anyways, do you remember when I drew on those chalkboards? I wrote the messages for my brother-in-law's fiance's shower. Not the shower, that kind of shower that I just had, but like a wedding shower. Weird. Why did they call it a shower, by the way? When I was little, they would always say shower. This is for the baby shower. This is for the wedding. And I never understood why people would buy blankets for the shower and stuff. Like, I'm like, that is very impractical. I didn't get it. Or like a anyways, they're blank now, or at least two of them are blank now, because they need me to put in new messages. Now, I told them to give these to me early so that I would have time to do it because I'm not very good at calligraphy, if you could call this calligraphy. So I got them early, probably about a week ago at this point. And the wedding's tomorrow, so I should probably do it. They wanted to say, welcome to the wedding of Joel and Haley. And here you can see, if you look closely, that used to say welcome. I could have left that on there. It didn't erase very well. That's unfortunate. I will just write it again, somewhat the same. There. I think that's good. Also, check out my hair. This is what conditioner does to it. This might change. Last time I did these signs, I did it like 15 times each, probably more. We'll see what they like. Running out of time to do this one because we promised that we would help them set up. So I will do this one while we're there. This one will be a little bit easier. Bam. Done. They like it. I like it. Oh shit. Rehearsal's starting. Hey, do you guys mind if I use some of this for my vlog?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yeah?
That's good.
Okay. Are you guys nervous?
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at them all nervous. So rehearsal went good, and then the very next day, the wedding went good. It was actually perfect, and it was like a perfect day to have it because today, I don't know if you can tell, but it's raining today. Yeah, it was. I mean, beyond the weather, like it was just a great wedding. And yesterday it was windy, but you know what's weird to me? I've been to so many weddings. And that's because I used to work at a banquet hall, so I guess I worked at so many weddings. And at the weddings where the bride and groom would get ready in the different suites, there was almost always a lot of tension, like some sort of like huge. I don't know what it was, but it never made sense to me. Like one of the mother-in-laws would be like getting mad at someone else, and I was just like, your kids are getting married. This should be awesome. Well, at this wedding, and I've never been to a COVID wedding before, but I don't think that has anything to do with it, or a social distance wedding. But like this was super chill, which I really dig. Although I wasn't a part of this wedding, so maybe I just missed all the tension. There was like a parlay at my in-laws' house. This is my wife's brother who was getting married. So we met at their house. So maybe I just missed all the tension because I didn't get there soon enough. I'm not sure. I arrived at the same time that the limo did. Oh, he doesn't know where to go, but it looks like they got themselves a stretch limo navigator. That's almost as long as my truck. Maybe it is as long as my truck. Congratulations, Joel.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, see you in a bit. Then the next time I saw him, he was waiting for his bride at the altar thing? Altar, right? Do you get married at the altar, or do you sacrifice things at an altar? Whatever the thing is called that you get married at, that's where he was. Well, actually, I may have seen him while I was checking out the venue, because the venue they picked was so nice, and it was sick. I didn't get too much footage of it, but we got a nice mosquito breeding pond. No, I'm just kidding. But like, it's all nice out there. It's really a great place.
How many acres is this set?
10? It's freaking nice.
I just realized in that back 40 there, they got a volleyball net and all that stuff in there too.
Oh, cool. Play some volleyball after the ceremony.
Oh, you should see it back there.
Yeah?
He's got one of those outside ovens to do pizzas and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Are we here
Shut
for
up,
a
take
reason,
my
or
money,
is
dude.
it time for me to go take a look?
Is she up there? Did you guys talk to her?
No.
Well, they just want you away from that bunch, so I don't know whether we can walk up there.
She just told me she's gonna send me a text, and when she does, then Joel's gonna go and meet up with you guys, and then we're gonna get lined up
We still got
at the
I'm
altar.
gonna go look at the pizza oven.
Yeah, me too.
It's up in the, just behind the house.
Here's a oven thing here. This is really freaking awesome. And then there's another one right there. Why do you need two? Because why not, I guess. Okay, so this one's a pizza oven or something.
It must be.
And then that one over there is like a barbecue.
spot? Yeah.
Okay.
And here, this is where the magic happens.
Yeah, just a deep fryer? What?
It's actually full of oil.
Why would? Oh, dude,
course
don't
it
don't
is.
get it on your tux.
I know.
And this place is awesome.
I want a house with an outside deep fry.
Yeah, why not?
You know what? I think I may just ask you if I can live here. Can I move in?
And then right over here, there's like a dock, another mosquito breeding pond. Just kidding. There's apparently a smoker, as well as those two ovens, and then they have like, I don't know, I haven't even seen the whole thing yet. It's really cool. In the ceremony area, I'm sure there's other places you can pick a spot to do your ceremony, but in this ceremony area, all the grass is like nicely manicured. I mean, it's fall now, so the leaves have fallen, but like this grass, like look at it, it's freaking nice. It's real grass, not like mine. It's like a bunch of clover, which I actually like, but this grass is nice. Oh yeah, check it out. I got chicken socks. But they have like different arches and stuff that you can pick out, and then have. She stores it in her barn, I think. This right here is something that Joel made for the little pictures. The pictures are why I made this little sign here, and yeah, they have this arch thing over here, and oh, here's another thing that I made for them. Joel's mom wanted me to make this for the cards, and this is a creamer can thing that she had. Yeah, they got these rustic tables. I don't know, I really like the rustic aesthetic. Oh, this is nice. This is how our story begins. Okay, that's cool. So she must have like a bunch of different things that you can pick from. Freaking nice. Lots of space. Oh, there's a creek over there. Or maybe this is actually what connects the two ponds. One is over there where we came in, and one is beyond those trees where I came from, where the fire pit and stuff is, and the 2 ovens and the main house. Got these like nice cute benches all over the place too, overlooking bits of water and stuff. Look at this awesome fire pit area. And then there's like way more that goes back there too, and there's like a volleyball net in that area of a field. Some stuff over there. There's a building just in there. I'm not sure what that is. What's that?
Tell me your talk show that you're going to be creating. Doing Travis.
Oh yeah? Hey Travis, are we going to do a talk show?
Oh yeah, we are.
Ash. I thought you were cold.
I went to the same high school.
This is kind of a cool touch that has their names on there. And then just straight over here, they have this woodpecker killed tree where you can nail your heart on. Heart on. Anyways, that was a really nice venue. It was cool, and the wedding was pretty great. They don't watch my videos, so they're not going to see this, but congratulations, guys. I'm really happy for you guys. That was great. You guys are awesome. On the way out of the when it was over, the limo came and picked them up, and I couldn't help but take a picture to see the comparison of my truck to the limo. Perspective is a little weird because my truck is in front of the limo, but like it's pretty close. My truck is almost as long as it, which I thought that was kind of cool. I actually was joking at the beginning of being longer, but like I didn't know it was actually that close. Anyways, we got this all finished. Well, there's still a lot to do. I have some mud left, so I'm going to put a second coat on there. I'm not going to put any on the ceiling because I have a different idea for that. But if I don't put a second coat on the walls, when this is painted, you'll be able to see the tape through it all, and I don't want that to happen. So I will put the rest of the mud on the walls, and then I don't know what exactly I'm going to do. Maybe I'll get some, I don't know, some cool lights or something in here. Right now I just have the BX in here. It's disconnected. Actually, Joel is the one who did all my electric in here and in my house. He's pretty cool when it comes to free labor. He's very nice and generous with his time. Maybe after he's back from his honeymoon, we'll be able to get the rest of the power running here because I should be ready by the time he gets back. I don't know what they're doing, but knowing Joel, he's kind of a badass. He's into like adventure type stuff, like I don't know if you'd call him extreme sports, but he's like into like downhill mountain biking, backcountry skiing, rock climbing, like all sorts of things. Like he'll even be like, "Oh, it's minus 30 degrees outside. Let's go camping." And I'm like, "No, I don't like being cold." But I did used to rock climb with him and mountain bike until I got pretty badly injured. One of our mountain biking excursions, I broke my freaking scapula. Oh, I need this too because I broke my scapula. That wasn't a fun day, but I miss doing it. I should get back into it again. And Joel's the guy to do it with. Anyways, while this is drying, I have some mail to pack up. Some sculptures. What? That's not a word. Some sculptures and stuff. One of the sculptures is this guy right here. This is a sunflower that was, I guess you could say, won by What If NC. And if you would like to win something like this, I do it every month. All you gotta do is get your name on the door by becoming an ass kicker. Link in the description to my Patreon. Woo! It's a lot.
Yeah,
Barely has room here on the table. Whoa! Oh, I might have to replace that one. That one might have gotten damaged. So beyond making an art piece every month, depending on what tier you're on, you also get a print of the month. And this month, it's the hummingbird that I painted. So all this will get sent out today, and the original will also be sent out. So thanks, everyone. Oh yeah, and then these little guys. And the frog. These roses. Willie. I sold a Willie. Great. Ashley is seriously the best. Every week, every Monday, well, today's not Monday, but that's because I had a weird week this week. It is Monday? Oh, it is Monday. All right. See how weird it is? But every Monday she gets it ready. She gets all the addresses and stuff. And then oftentimes she will even pack it up for me. But today I have some time to do some packing up because I'm waiting for mud to dry. And no, I have not cleaned up my packing room, as you can see. All right, I know I need some of these, I think. Maybe for the mosquito, that should work. I need something for the dragonfly. Actually, those are going to the same person, so maybe I should just get a bigger box. That should work. I do need some tubes for all the prints. I also need a bigger one. And some styrofoam for the sunflower, which means I also need a box for the sunflower. And unless anything else gets ordered in the next few minutes, that should be it, I think. Oh man, I really need to clean up that room. That was not a great trip. I tripped over a freaking cardboard box, but that's okay. I'm good. Also, I remembered why I didn't remember that today was Monday, and it's because I lost track of days. Because did you guys watch part 1 of my trail build video? Do you guys remember Tyler? Well, Tyler came over yesterday and helped me do.
Man, you was coming last, eh?
So I think this is the spruce tree.
This way.
Yeah, we kind of had a little idea of a trail, but
You really did.
I'm pretty sure it was starting in here. But we don't have to follow what we talking about last time. Some of these trees have fallen over and stuff too, some of the dead ones.
I mean, I kind of like this just because it's already a deer trail.
Okay.
I mean, like it's already started.
And it goes left, but I want to go.
You can cut up though. Yeah, no, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, and let's go right. Let's cut up this way, and then come back around, just so it's nice and long. And
You want to wind it?
yeah, kind of like how you did it over on the other side, over there. Okay. We have a trailhead right here by the wood pile thing, and if you watched. Did we talk about last year? We talked about it.
We were gonna build a gate to Narnia, and it was gonna start right here.
Yeah, and it was gonna be through the woodshed.
Yeah.
So I kind of just lost a whole day there to the trail build. It was kind of spur of the moment. We just fit it in where we could, and when that happens, the days kind of mashed together. But anyways, as I was getting the materials for the packing, for mailing off these packages, of which there was a lot, thank you, by the way, there was a deer that showed up to the new trailhead, and then I was like, oh right, that day, today is Monday. So that's kind of cool. If you want to see part 1, I'll put a link in the description, and that way you'll be caught up for when part 2 comes out, likely right after this video, depending on how everything goes. But anyways, we're here at the post office. I think that one says post office. It's inside this drugstore. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to mail out the packages. Usually what happens, depending on who's working, is I will give them a hand with like putting on all the labels and stuff, so that way when I'm doing a label they can start on the next one, and that way I can get out of there faster and everyone who's waiting in line isn't mad at me for taking forever. But today I want to get out of here quick because we're losing the light. It gets dark really quickly, and as I was mailing the packages, remember the guy who came over the other day? Well, he dropped off a bin, and it's kind of an unconventional bin, to be honest. It's the definition of using what you have. It's all going to the same place, so it doesn't matter. But you remember all that scrap metal that I showed you guys that I have on the ground here, and then right over there. That all needs to go because I can't use it. But while I was packing up your guys' orders, he stopped by again. I thought it was a great idea. I wanted to get rid of all this stuff so that he can pick this up as soon as possible. He's gonna bring over another bin, which is gonna be a truck box, and if he can take this and drop that off at the same time, that would be great. Because if I have that bin, I don't need this bin over here that doesn't, it's falling apart. It's bursting at the seams here, and it's overflowing, so the truck box will be much bigger than that thing. So it will be good to get rid of that. I actually got that from Ryan, who got it from him, and I do believe he is coming back tonight as well. So I want to fill this sucker up. Well, I didn't get it all done last night. It got too dark. I couldn't see what was left in the bin, and I was doing a little bit of sorting, keeping the cast separate because it's worth a little more. Everything else got put into this improvised bin, including all of this. You may recall all this chicken wire from the coop that came with the property that we took down last year. Ashley and her mom and her friend took all this chicken wire and stacked it up neatly in a pile, which I had way back there. That was kind of an adventure getting it in here because it is so springy, but we got it in there. Now, last night, rather than figure out a way to do this with lights, I decided to go finish the mudding so that it would be ready for... What the heck? I didn't realize that was that bad. So earlier, before I started doing this, I also I mowed the grass, and right over there I have a hammock. Normally when I come to the hammock, I just kind of duck under it, but if you notice, it's kind of windy today, so it's somewhat of a kite. So when I went under it, like normal, it's fine. But the wind went like that, which when I came back up from underneath it, this used to be attached. My head got caught in there, and yeah, that snapped on my neck. I just didn't realize it was that bad. I was just like, flex, and it just went, psh. It hurt quite a bit, but I didn't realize that it would leave such a bad mark. Like, look how thick that is. It could have been a lot worse, especially if the rope was nylon or something like that, something that's more synthetic. Wouldn't have broken so easily. Although I probably would have just fallen off the back of the lawnmower. It's actually too bad I wasn't filming that part. That would have been good for video. Anyways, back on track here. The reason why last night I wanted to make sure that everything was done inside the shop, mudding wise, is because we have a special guest. Johnny!
Hey, what it do? What it do, man?
Special guest today. Oh, frick. Okay, so I just moved a bunch of stuff. Oh, I broke it. I moved a bunch of stuff out of this.
Keep all that.
Oh, it's organic.
Oh, that's so funny. First take.
Okay, so we just watched the clip back, and this guy can't stop laughing.
Oh, frick, my knee, man.
Anyways, Jonny B is here. A lot of you will remember Jonny B. He's been in other vlogs and stuff. He also has his own channel where I've helped him make a video. I'll put a link in the description in case you want to see that. But anyways, I got Jonny B helping me out with painting the studio because contrary to a lot of people's assumptions, I actually can't paint that well.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I got him, a professional painter. Look, he's even got white pants, so you know it's real.
Oh, yeah.
The walls are primed. This one is painted glossy so that I can get as much splattery paint on there. Primed. These are going to remain primed because I have some ideas for that. They're not going to get painted. This one, however, is going to get painted. Just not today because it's dark outside, which means that it's a little bit cold, which is taking its toll on the paint, on the primer.
Slow drying times.
And typically, you might want to wait a day anyways, but since I don't care, I figured, hey, let's just do it all at once. But it's too wet. Like, just way too wet. So, sorry, I'm messing up your paint job here.
Yeah, I'm like, alright, that's an extra charge.
So since it's too wet, you're gonna come back when it's dry.
Yeah, when is dry? Maybe next month. Maybe 2021. Contractors. That's all we get 75% up.
Damn contractors! No, I appreciate you coming out.
Anytime, man.
Alright, thanks a lot.
Yeah, man, take care. Did you mean to do that?
No!
Oh my god. Oh, shit.
It's like that's insane to me that that's $1,000. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and that's $100. It's like, hey, how are you gonna pay today, sir? Cash or card? It's like, well, I got this little piece of metal.
Well, so these are ones that we've set aside that we might look for some jewelry pieces out of to keep for ourselves. But I'm just gonna pour all this out there. How much do you think all of this is worth?
Okay, well, if that piece there is $1,000 and you got. Okay, I would say, okay, let me just do some quick Indian math here. This is
10 grand.
10 grand, Dakota says. Okay.
okay. Let me just see here. Okay, let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5.5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's say 12 grand.
Okay. Well, you're both way off. This is about